Hey folks, and welcome back to the channel. So this is all I want you to know surrounding the fourth stimulus check. Ron Wyden, Elizabeth Warren, and Bernie Sanders have all sent a letter to President Biden requesting recurring direct checks and automatic unemployment insurance extensions tied to economic conditions. As the senators reasoned in their letter, this crisis is far from over, and families deserve certainty that they can put food on the table and keep a roof over their heads. Families should not be at the mercy of constantly shifting legislative timelines and ad hoc solutions. So folks, many Democrats are pushing for more stimulus checks to be sent out to people in need of financial assistance. And I agree with them folks, a stimulus check is definitely necessary. If you guys agree, leave a comment down below saying I agree.
We owe it to our children to pass on a planet in a very responsible way. The reconciliation bill goes well beyond, well, it's hardly addressed in the infrastructure bill for reasons that you're well aware. But in this reconciliation bill.
So a letter was sent to President Biden and Kamala Harris from 53 representatives. It was led by Elon Omar of Minnesota, and it carved out a similar position. The letter from Democrats stated that recurring direct checks until the economy recovers will help people get their basic needs met. Do you agree with that statement, everybody? Do you believe that a fourth stimulus check will help out the people in need? Tell me in the comments below.
My dear mother, God bless her soul, used to say, out of everything bad, something good will come if you look hard enough for it. And I think one of the good things that's come out of this god-awful crisis regarding COVID is ordinary people who never thought about the technician at the drugstore.
So 2 critical programs expired on Monday, and one provided jobless aid to self-employed and gig workers, and another provided benefits to those who have been unemployed for more than 6 months. Further, the Biden administration's $300 weekly supplemental unemployment benefit also ran out on Monday. It's estimated that roughly 8.9 million Americans will lose some or all of their benefits. And while the White House has encouraged states to keep paying the $300 weekly benefit by using some money from the stimulus bills, no states have opted to do so. Many states have even opted out of the federal program early, after some businesses complained that they couldn't find enough people to hire.
Good morning, everyone, and a good morning it is. I'm so excited and so grateful to President Biden for the Build Back Better vision that he has put forth. But what I want people to know is that this bill is for you. If you're a woman with children at home and want to return to the workforce, if you have people with disabilities at home and need home health care, if your children are little and you want universal pre-K, children learning, parents earning, if someone is sick in your family, you need family and medical leave paid, the list goes on. If your family needs economic assistance, the Biden tax credit, but it's the child tax cut, really. It's a big middle class cut in taxes. So again, it's about the children. And I'm so excited as to how transformative it is. Our members, our committees are working feverishly and diligently, some observing, and we respect that and wish them Happy New Year. Others moving forward as others, they take turns, and we will be ready to fulfill the president's vision. I'm so proud that when the president passed the very important, and the Senate passed the very important infrastructure bill, they recognized that that was not the totality of the president's vision. That was important, and we will pass that legislation. But we can only do so as we recognize that if we're going to build back better, we have to do so including many more people, starting with women, who took the biggest hit in the COVID. More than 4 million women could not go to work. Their children couldn't go to school. They didn't have childcare. They couldn't afford it. It wasn't readily available. They may have had a sick parent or a sibling with a disability. Now we will correct that. And so we would hope that this will not only enable women to go back to work, but to reach their fulfillment, to have a path in their own careers that is not hampered by the fact that they have uncertainty about the safety of their children. So again, just for your information, I remember, now some of you weren't born then, but most of you, I guess, I remember that we were on the brink of this when I was having my small little babies, my 5 children in 6 years. We saw that in the Congress of the United States, when Richard Nixon was president, in a bipartisan way, the Congress passed the child care bill. Look in the history books. Everybody thought the president would sign it. It was cause for great excitement and would make a big difference. Somebody named Patrick Buchanan intervened, making it a cultural issue, like we're sending our children to a Soviet-style situation by having child care. And the president vetoed the bill 50 years ago, 1971. So it's long, long, long overdue that we recognize the importance of our children and their care, the value of women in the workplace. And the only way that we can truly build back better is with women in the workplace. So that's why this is my theme all along with our members has been Build Back Better with Women. Remarkable, remarkable transformational initiatives in this legislation. All of them long overdue. Many of them standard fare in other developed.
The data shows that minimal economic benefits have been received from cutting off the aid early in those states. And let's not forget this, everybody. The amount of money injected by the federal government into jobless benefits since the crisis began is nothing short of astronomical. The roughly $650 billion, according to a nonpartisan committee, for a responsible federal budget, kept millions of Americans who lost their jobs through no fault of their own in their apartments, paying for food and gasoline and keeping up with their bills. So the ending of these unemployment benefits comes as the US economy has recovered from the crisis, but with substantial gaps in the recovery. These benefits are also ending sooner than during the previous crisis, during the Great Recession. Americans are still struggling in the crisis, everybody, with a smaller patchwork of social support programs, both at the state level and through the federal programs, and through the government. The White House approved last month a 25% increase in food stamp assistance, also known as SNAP benefits. And while the eviction moratorium has expired, roughly a dozen states, all controlled by Democrats, have extended the moratoriums, including New York, Washington, and Illinois. What are your thoughts on President Biden, folks? Do you believe he can get the job done and help out American people? Do you believe that he will send out more stimulus payments? Tell me in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Until next time, have a great day.